Hey folks, welcome back to the village. Working on a little thing we're going to smoke today for dinner. This is a pork picnic roast boneless, about 3 pounds. We're going to take it, prep it up here, a little yellow mustard as a binder. Going to put a pork rub on here that I make myself, put this on, coat it with the mustard, put the pork rub on, toss it in the fridge for a while. We're going to let it sit for probably 30 minutes in there, bring it back out, let it come back up at temp. And then we're going to put it on the smoker and cook about 3 hours at probably 225. And it doesn't really, it's relevant on the temp, so kind of relevant on the temp because we're going to put the spike in it. We're going to cook it to internal temp. And what we'll be using that for, using today for that is we'll come over here. And this is my temp spike. It's a wireless probe. Has a case like this that charges off a USB-C. The probe just sits there and that charges it up. And it also uses this connect via Bluetooth to the spike and then and to the app. And the app is on my phone. If you probably didn't see that, it probably popped up there as I pop off there, and it took a reading on this to show what was going on. So this has to stay in proximity to whatever you're using, your oven, your smoker and everything, you know, to stay connected. So I usually just sit here on the table. Same thing with the app. I run it on my tablet. I have it on my phone. You can put it on pretty much anything. But the spike is basically like this. It has a little line on here where you insert it into the meat. You're going to put it in the thickest part of the meat. It also has an ambient down here that's going to give you the temperature within the thing you're using, the oven, the smoker, the grill, whichever. Just nice because, and there's just lots of different settings with that too, which you can see here in the app. I don't know if you can see that app. Let's see, let's bring you a little bit closer. Let's see if we can see this pretty good. See, in the app, it's going to allow you to choose what you're cooking. So up here, you come into here and it's going to give you beef, fish, ground beef, you know, all the different things. I have it set for poultry right now, which we're going to change it to pork because we're cooking pork. And then you can choose your doneness levels. And that's going to be what the internal temp and corresponding you're going to cook it to. We're going to go, I think we're going to go 160. All right, there we go. Got to roll it. So now I have it set for pork in medium 160, hit OK. It's going to go through about all the reminders. So there you go. So right now you can see the internal temp is 77. The ambient temp on the outside is, the target is 160. It won't give the ambient temp. Oh, it does give you the ambient temp. It's 75, so it's about the same because it just came just sitting out here at room temp. And then we set the alarm. You can set the alarm vibration or an alarm either or none. I like to set it on the alarm so I hear it, you know, if I'm doing something else. So it's pretty nice. You don't have to worry about anything going on. Open the smoke, open the grill, whatever you're cooking, because you're just going to look at this. And I am an affiliate member with Temp Spike, so I am going to leave a link in there below. If you follow that link to the website, you can usually get a discount from anywhere from 10 to 15%. I don't know what they're running now. I forgot to look today. But you can check that out. They have various different ones on there with double ones, single ones, all kinds of different things. I just happened to get this one, which is a Temp Spike. I do not remember the model number unless they have it on here. Oh, this is a TP960W. And again, like I said, this can be charged USB-C here on the side. Probably about every 3 times I use it, I'll charge this just in case. And again, the green just shows you that it's working via the Bluetooth and connected. So just something to check out. Might like it or anything, get a little discount on it. I've used it for some time, very accurate. I mean, the difference in cooking something to temp instead of just looking at it, it's phenomenal. You won't dry anything out, everything will be correct like it should be. So check that out if you like, and we'll go over and rub this pork roast up and we'll show you what it looks like when we get finished. Decided you might want to watch this. So basically it's just simple what we're doing here. Get our pork rub here. My hands are clean, by the way. This is getting kind of low, but we're just going to throw that mustard on there. This is getting kind of low. I have more. Just grab this one first. It's just basic, you know, cheap yellow mustard. You can use mustard. It's one of my favorite. You can also use hot sauce if you like a little spicier. You can do that also. And all we're doing is just making sure we get a nice coat of this on the surface of the meat. And that's just going to act as a binder just to hold your rub on there a little better. Yeah, this is getting really, I should have probably got the other one out too. I think we'll be all right. Again, let's try to get a nice even coat all over the meat, sides, everything. That's pretty much it. Well, that don't look too bad. I'm gonna go with that. Set that down over here. Wash my hands off real quick. I'll come back with soap in a second. Wash that off. Okay. So we're gonna come back with this, and don't be worried about going too crazy with the rub. Just load it up. It's gonna hang on. These things have a tendency to come off. I don't want to have a ton of it. Just the whole thing empty up. And all I'm gonna go through and just try to put a nice coat of this on all over the sides of it. We'll take and do the edges and everything. It's getting a little clumpy. I don't put anything else in it like the commercial one, so it does have a tendency to grab moisture and hold it. So, but again, then I'm not needing a bunch of anti-caking crap and stuff. That's why I like to make it. And I like to tweak mine. I have a couple different recipes. I will try to put this one up to show you what recipe this is. This is kind of my all-purpose kind of, I'll do it anything pork. Actually, sometimes I will use it even on making smoked cream cheese, which I like to make too on the smoker. That thing back on the center. It sucks I gotta hang on the lid, but the lids will fall off on these containers, so it kind of makes it kind of awkward holding it like this. Yeah, but just again, don't be afraid to get you a load on there. And again, we're gonna put it on the smoker. I think we're gonna start 225. I think I'm gonna go with the cherry pellet today. I like cherry. It's kind of a fairly sweet, not really sweet, but on the sweeter side. It works real good with a little bit of everything. You can use it for pork, beef. I use it pretty much anything. Lid's getting shut, that's why. Comes out a lot better when the lid's open all the way. See, I'm not trying to skimp on it. You're not going to be disappointed like, oh, I got too much rub on there. It doesn't really happen. So we're going to take that, sit that down. I'm going to take, what I like to do is just take up the sides. Set it up on its edge, wipe my hand off. And just, again, same thing. Put a little bit on the, load it up on the sides. This is really getting clumpy. I might have to make this again. Yeah, it's just getting clumpy, that's all. It's pretty humid today. So, had a lot of rain, so it just gotten a little thick. Come back over to this side. Open that up. Roll it back over to the front. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. I didn't know that lid was heading downward like that, and I didn't get a lot on this side. And you won't regret putting this much on here. You gotta have it. It just makes it better. It gets into the meat, it tenderizes the meat. This does have brown sugar in it, so it does get in there and really help the meat. And then what we're gonna do too, once we put this on the grill or on the smoker, we're gonna come back after a little while and we're gonna take a squirt bottle with some root beer. I know you say root beer. And we're just gonna give it like a mist of root beer on the outside. It's gonna build up like a barkiness on the outside, which gives a nice little crunchy, or not crunchy, but you know, nice little bark. And so it's gonna look good, it's gonna taste good. And we'll hit that probably 3 or 4 times while in the cooking process, and just let that in, just, you know, soak in there. We're also going to put a little bowl with some root beer in it also on there to add some more moisture to the smoker while we're cooking it. So that's basically it. We're going to take that, I'll put some, clean this up, I'll put some wrap on that. We'll stick that in the fridge and let it sit for a while and let that kind of work its way in there. We'll go out and get the smoker set up and get that preheated. And then we're going to put this on at 225 and probably cook it probably around 3 hours. Again, doesn't matter because we're going to have that temp spike, which let me show you how we're going to do that. It's going to come up here like this. we're going to go into the thickest part of the meat. You don't have to worry about bones. You don't want to hit bones, but this is boneless. And we're just going to take and press that in till it hits that little line, just like that. Once it's in that line, it's perfect. The ambient temperature reader's back here, and then we're just going to put it on the smoker. We don't have to turn it on the smoker, on the pellet smoker, so we're going to let that go. And it's going to tell us right there on the thing. Now, if you look at this, and show you on the tablet now that I got it inside the piece of meat now, that internal tip has dropped from 75 to 43 because it just came out the fridge a little while ago. It's still pretty cold. So it's pretty darn accurate. It's actually dropping a little bit. So we're going to let that go in the fridge and sit for probably about a half hour, bring it out, and then we'll let it get back up to temperature before we actually put it on the smoker. So let me go ahead and get this wrapped up, put it in there, and we'll come back in a little bit, check it out. Quick update, you can see the pork roast has been on there about 20 minutes and our internal temp just popped up to 50. So we're doing good. So again, our ambient temp inside the smoker is 189 degrees. So we're doing real good there, just to give you a little quick update. So now we're coming back with the spray bottle with the with a root beer and just give it a little, got a little tray of root beer there. That's it, just hit that with a little bit of root beer, close her back up. Hey folks, back again. As you can see via the app, I don't know, it's so much feedback there with the light. And they get to see me instead. We're at $1.58. We're supposed to make $1.60. We're gonna hold this in a couple minutes and we'll put it on a plate and we'll tint that up and see the temp spike showing at 158. We're shooting with the 160 ambient at 246 inside the smoker. So again, give you a quick peek what we got going on there. It's almost done. Let's come back over here to the smoker and pop this bad boy up. There we go. Pretty good. There's our bowl of root beer. And that's our spray bottle where we were spraying that every 45-minute intervals. So I will put that recipe up on the I'll put a link to the recipe too if you want to see it. I use my own rub, but I also will put up my own rub to show you the rub I use. It's a pretty good all-purpose rub, but we'll put that up too. So if you want to see that, again, I'll put that recipe up. It's one I pulled off the internet. Again, just put it on the smoker. We're just trying to cook a temp. I'll put that link too for the temp spike. So if you want to check it out, at my affiliate link, and you can see it. I don't know what I forgot to look at the discount. It's the 15-20%, no, 10 or 15% off. So follow that link and check it out. You'll really like it. Just it simplifies everything. You don't have to look at it, you don't have to open it, you just let it go. So again, thanks for joining us today, looking at the video. If you like it, hit the like button. It helps us out. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe and join us in the adventure here and see some of the stuff we do here in the village. Hit the notification bell down there. That'll tell you when we upload new videos. We're gonna try to do a lot more of that. So again, thanks for joining, folks, and we'll catch you on the next one.